Okay, so just going through a few words for you. So I'm going to look into the camera as I say each one, so you can just see how much I'm lowering my bottom jaw and what my mouth movements are like. What I recommend is that you actually use a mirror as you repeat these after me. So I'll actually leave a little bit of a pause after each word, so you can use this as a kind of working video. Exit. So notice how I say X. Exit. So it's almost like there's a K and then an S. Be really aware that we're not hearing exit, okay? Specific. Notice how I really hold on to the S in specific, because again, that's the syllable that I'm strengthening. Specific. Advantage. Again, notice how much I lower my bottom jaw here. Advantage. Don't. The reason I'm saying this word for you is because that D really does shift your focus to the front of the mouth. But as I said before, it's the vowels that are important. So we always have to focus on keeping the back of the mouth open. You won't always be able to tell how open my mouth is because my lips could seem fairly closed, as in the word don't, but my lower jaw is quite down here. Don't. Look. And again, this is an L, so my focus could come here. But with L's, I tend to find that actually it's almost like opening a door. We have look. No. Again, the focus quite naturally comes forwards for the N. So your challenge is just to keep the back of the mouth open. So if you do a stretch now. No. Most. Again, the M could bring your voice forwards. And I think it does quite often with people with the O after an M. So again, just be really aware that we're keeping the back of the mouth open. Most. Funny. So this one's an interesting one because a lot of people, they hear the E and they kind of extend it. So it becomes funny rather than funny. And again, it's just about stretching the back of the mouth and allowing that sound to travel up. Funny. Okay. A. So here, as I bring the back of the tongue up, the soft palate lifts and the sound goes up like this. A. Okay. So again, it's all about directing that vowel to the back of the mouth to resonate up here. So, again, we have an S, so the sound wants to come forwards, but we work against that and really open up the back of the mouth. O. So. So again, it comes down to lowering the bottom jaw. Back. So this is, I think, probably more about the A and that really resonating back here. I tend to lower the back of my tongue, so it's really low in the back of my mouth. A. Back. So I'm really opening. Magnitude. So this really here is about hearing that sound chew. It's like in new as well. A lot of people tend to say new rather than new. So you can really hear that. Say you, and then all you need to do is add an N to the front and you get new. It's the same sound in magnitude. It's like saying chew. You probably wouldn't say two when you're talking about eating. You say chew. So it's almost like there's a CH there, chew. Also, another very common mistake is saying hour rather than our. So the only time we say hour is when we're talking about the time. The rest of the time we're likely to say our house, so our. So just notice how I'm lowering my bottom jaw. Our house. And then with time, again, it comes down to that T being at the front, and we want the vowel to be at the back. So time. It's really a big stretch. I can actually feel the stretch all the way across my palate there. Time. Next two words are the same sound. I. And again, the back of my tongue comes up and touches my back teeth. I. And the same for Y. Y, and lifts the sound up into these cavities here. So I would really recommend going over all the elocution exercises, using the exercises, and then doing some of these words and really flitting between the two so that you don't strain your voice, because sometimes we have a list of things we want to practice and we think, right, I'm going to get on with it, and we tense up our whole body, and we can't do that in elocution. It has to stay really relaxed. So as soon as you feel yourself getting frustrated, stop, do some chanting, do some of the humming exercises, all the ones which will relax and open up the back of the mouth.